Alright, let's play a game called How Many Kills Can We Get in 90 Seconds? Check it out. Alright, we're going to be bold. Now I want 70 kills. 70 you might say. Lol you might say. It's not a great start to be honest. Oh no, they're starting to stack up now. And these aren't peasant kills. These are L cavalry. Now we want to pull the heroes through, so let's look like we're retreating. Look, we're running away. Haha, psych! What if we do 2 skill? See how the crossbows are triggered by the 2 skill? And then if we charge backwards with the cavalry, it will trigger again. And if there's any cavalry models left after this, we will trigger the 2 skill again. Alright, well it's not quite where we want to be, but they'll keep firing. We've just run out of cavalry models, as does happen. And we're going to get our 70. Ah well, it's a pretty good start anyway. A little over 60. It is what it is. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Hey boys and girls, it's KnightStalker here. Welcome along today to Sun City Siege. Check it out, man. Today we're going to play a little bit of a variety. We're going to take the Silhadars in, because we'd like to use those hopefully... hopefully we're going to use them for the endpoint, because they kill heroes real well and it makes it hard for the enemy to defend the endpoint. We're going to take some pikes because you get a lot of cavalry in this map. We're going to take the Imperial Spear Guard because, well, I love that unit. It's really part of the Longsword job to get punched in the face, so we're going to do that as well. Let's go. I did take another unit and I've totally forgotten what it was because I really wasn't paying attention. I got distracted slightly before the game started. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on in and see this animation. Alrighty, and here we are with our beautiful loading and animation. One thing we do have to be aware of in this match is that there are a lot of enemy short swords that will disrupt our formations quite nicely, and using pikes and shields, that could be a problem. Alright, so right now we have no units to push the siege tower, so we're just going to pop them here. Usually wouldn't recommend using that Shieldtron formation for the shields, because half of their backs face towards the enemy at any given time, but we're completely safe in the safe zone there. I would usually take a cannon, but I feel kind of ballistery today. Let's see what we can do with a ballista. I'm not super amazing with ballistas because you have to be so pinpoint precise with them. You know, certainly not at the start of the match anyway. Set them up on endpoints. Oh, well, I guess that's moot point then. Let's go get a cannon right before, of course, this guy blows me off the map anyway. Hopefully we can get a shot off first. About there. Hey, we're going to get another shot. Are we going to kill each other? When you're using artillery, it helps, you know, when you're playing maps to always use the same piece of artillery over and over again, and then you'll start to understand where the aiming points are naturally without actually to think about it. This guy is nuts. Let's see if we can do some damage. This is a terrible idea to push your heavy infantry out at the start of the game. Just terrible. Wasn't great shooting though, so let's see how we go with that. Oh, hey man. That dude on the cannon really wants me dead. Anyway, let's go kill ourselves some, what do you call these things? Modal for free. Here we go. We'll knock them all down so that they can't do much damage to our teammates, and then we'll just go to town on them. You know, Longsword does a relatively low amount of damage, but it doesn't do no damage. You can fire... Man, that cannon really does want me dead. Here we go. And even just with serfs here, and a couple of heroes, we'll annihilate... Whoa. Dodge out the way. We'll annihilate this unit of Modal pretty quick. This was a really insane thing to do. I can't imagine that this poor fellowess managed to kill anything more than a few peasants. Certainly lost their gold tier unit for it. Or will. Although they are kind of like stuck underneath this, like, what do you call it? The tail end of the siege tower. I don't know if I can get them in here now. Ow. Wow, that guy really does want me to die from cannonballs, doesn't he? But since it doesn't about 5% of my hit points, I don't think I'm in much danger. Let's see if we can pick off one more as they retreat. When they're facing away from me, it is so much nicer. And I don't think we'll be able to catch these guys. We will not. So, Oh man, that guy really, really wants to put a cannonball into me multiple times. Never mind, we're just going to chill here until these siege towers get in and we can use our shields properly. So interesting delaying tactic. It costs them a unit of cavalry and a unit of heavy infantry. We'll just go and disrupt these guys quite nicely because, you know, look, we're only taking 100 damage from these little units because, well, we're a mighty, mighty longsword, and these guys have got almost no hope whatsoever of killing me. So here we go. We'll just kill a few of these until they get the right idea. They definitely like feeding us units in this match, don't they? If you're defending, don't do this. Like, let's find these peasants, right? If you want to take peasants out the gate at the start, good for you, man, because they aren't worth anything, and they can kill other peasants quite happily. But honestly, that guy bringing his Modow out the gate at the start was absolutely crazy. It was just a death warrant. Alright, so the flank's relatively secure. We've got a Nadachi standing up there, brooding at us. I wonder if that was the guy on the cannon. Either way, just for now, we'll continue to support our team. Now, we've got Imperial Pike Guard there to prevent a cavalry charge. That is nice, but we're not going to push in there because that would be suicide at this point. Why would it be suicide? Because there's a large number of enemy in there able to focus on a very small gap when you push through. Unless we have numbers, we have some DPS units to go with our shields, we shouldn't push in there. Somebody push the ram, please. The other thing, of course, is anybody up on the top of the wall there can turn the little crank and shut the gate, and anybody left inside is therefore dead. Although at the moment, if you're standing in that yellow square in the door there, you see it, nobody can close the gate, so that's fine. I think we're going to go for the siege tower now. So it's important to notice what's supporting you if you're going to push up. Metallolori will die pretty much instantly in combat, so we really don't want to do that. We need something a little bit better to support us. We're Berserkers, and they're fighting Iron Reapers. Well, we can certainly help our friends, the Berserkers. Apparently we can't form up on these stairs here. We'll just stay still a second. As soon as we put them into cover commander, as you can see, that we become immune to the Shinji grenades. If those Shinjis are going to stand there, I'm going to blow them up, because nothing gives me more pleasure than blowing up Shinjis. If you're a new player and you're struggling in the early game, Shinjis are a great unit for you, because they have a giant death ball of grenade of doom, and they don't require a lot of game knowledge to use. I've been quite scathing of the Shinjis before. I think I'm going to tone down that narrative. What they are is an easy to use unit. So if you're new, see them dancing down there, the Huskarls? We have to be aware of that. I'll just ignore that short sword because I can't kill him and he can't kill me, so we'll just run past each other. But those Huskarls down there, we have to be aware of them. They can do serious damage even to an Imperial Spear Guard unit. We have a few heroes here, so we might as well close the door so that they can't come on here and, well, stop us capturing. Once we've captured, we're going to go across and we're going to deal to those Huskarls. How will you deal with the Huskarls, Knight? You only have an Imperial Spear Guard unit. Well, these Imperial Spear Guard are not your average Imperial Spear Guard. These are highly doctrined and they have damage doctrines on them. So we're going to create this little concave with our advance, and then we're going to do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of damage to them from multiple sides. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Easy. We've taken 2 guys, took 1 hit, and we're up to over 30 kills. So it's a very good start to the match. Got to remember though, they have been feeding us peasants, so peasants are worthless. By the way, if you are on the defending team, don't pull out peasants to defend. I see that all the time. Use your good units to defend. Don't wait for later to use your good units. Your good units are needed now. Your team needs you now. Okay, well I guess we're just going to chill until that treb lands, but they're obviously going to understand what's going on. Yeah, they were looking the right way and they were in a trebable spot, so that is what it is. Ooh, that was pretty close, that one. Is that all of them? 7? But we have absolutely no fear of these guys, none whatsoever. We have Varangian Guard and we have Imperial Spear Guard, so we're just going to advance into them. This is an excellent ability, the advance. It knocks people back, scatters them, and then you can go straight back into your cover commander for an additional 2 seconds of CC immunity. We're just stand still to take the charge. When you're taking a charge, even from something as little as peasants, stand still so that your Imperial Spearguard don't open any gaps in their line. Particularly when you're in cover commander. It's very tempting sometimes to start slashing and hacking, but in those scenarios you need to stand still. So we've got a few shield maidens off to the side. I'd say they'll retreat because they won't want to fight the Varangians. And we've got some more peasants. They're going to charge, so we'll stand still. They're only peasants actually, we'll just go in. They're going to hit the Varangians first. Again, this is what I was just talking about, literally just talking about. Using peasants to defend. They don't defend, man. Okay, so we'll advance into these guys to protect our troops as they move forward. They're not even going to wait for us. And we'll just happy-cappy the point. We're just going to open formation attack because they're all a ranged unit there and a couple of heroes. It's really not that scary. Actually, we could do with a nice cannon kill. Hey, why did my combo interrupt? What's going on here? Never mind. Alright, at this point, we've taken less than no damage. And we have killed a whole bunch of stuff. But do remember that they have been feeding us peasants. So that is something worth considering. Okay, when we come down here, see where we've already captured the supply point. That's quite unusual. And again, it's probably that they were defending with lower tier units that we overran that pretty quickly. But we do only have 5 minutes to capture C. They have very few dead heroes. And they have roving cavalry. So we do need to be a little bit in perspective. The reason I'm hanging around here while I'm looking at the cavalry is because there's lots of little places I can hide around corners. Don't forget, nothing can charge around corners. Except maybe little cataphracts. They can do it in a little way. Sort of. So, when we're pushing up here, just keeping an eye on the map, we're going to have to trust our team to protect our back there from the cavalry charges over here, you see? We're going to have to put some trust in them, and trusting your team in a random match is a dangerous thing to do. Alright, so we're just going to stay here and we're going to take some hits for our team. Those crossbows over there can waste their... Oh, see they're pushing through behind us? Yeah, okay, so we're going to have to do a panic charge. Even 1 or 2 hussars will do serious damage to our unit, you see? Unfortunately, we're going to have to go over to the side here. The next charge that comes through is going to really hurt us. It is what it is. But sitting in the corner here, we should be okay. We will pick off several cavalry units like this. Hopefully, see how our guys are dying because they're not standing in formation? That's why I'm standing still on the side here. I really want the unit to stop attacking the enemy and come and stand beside me because, you know, one-on-one and standing in the open like that, they're just too vulnerable. They were just too slow. Sad, sad. We're going to advance into here. This should catch a couple of those cavalry models and kill them. There we go. Delicious. Now what? Now the team is going to be relying on us as a shield player. Ooh. I could say I've lost my trust for being charged in the back there. Our team didn't protect us last time. Why would they protect us this time? Even with map awareness like that, it can be quite disastrous when something happens behind you. It just happens, right? It just happens. Don't stress about it. Don't get tilted. So, okay, well if our team are going to charge in, I guess I will come in and protect them. Those shield maidens are a high value unit. So let's see if we can put up a shield wall to stop getting shot by, I don't know, what do we got here? Crossbows mainly. So this will be the end of our unit. It will be the death of the unit. There's nothing we can do about that. For the moment though, we just need to take the hits so our team can move in behind. Although I'm feeling a little disappointed, I have to say that our team are not moving in behind. Shield Maiden player had a great idea. We came in to support them. Javelin player here did alright. Where's the rest of the team? Oh, they're probably dead, actually. Hard to blame them for not backing us up if they're dead. And don't forget, boys and girls, if you're a new player and you do see heavy shield units move in, we had shield maidens moving in, we had Imperial Spearguard moving in, that's probably the time where you need to back them up. You are going to lose units in this game, okay? You will lose units in this game. You cannot make an omelette without breaking the eggs. We're actually getting a little bit low on time. Right, hopefully our team get the message, but just knowing how random matches work, somebody's going to need to make the first move, and it's almost certainly going to have to be me. So we have the sacrificial lambs coming in, the Fortebraccio Pikemen. This unit works best when you edge them forward, bit by bit, in a move I like to call edging, which is, you know, not what Mum does with Uncle Steve. That's something different. Alright, we can't take them on the front. We're going to have to go around and attack them in the back. So the plan here is to prevent reinforcements and to tie up resources. So while our team capture the front point, because we've got nothing that can do anything to heavy shields. So we're just going to camp here, and we're going to draw the attention of these heroes and these units. They haven't really reacted to us, and I don't know why. Oh, this is a bad idea. Charging frontally into Fortebraccio is nuts. Especially when they're supported by a longsword, you're not going to get to do your advance very well. Now, what we want them to do is draw fire, so that nobody can reinforce this way. It's too dangerous. So we're going to push them forward into there. Hopefully that might kill some of their ranged units once we've got rid of the pikes. But do you see how distracting all of those heroes and those units really has? Oh no! Oh yes! Oh, that was perfectly timed kata charge. Thank you, that player. That was absolutely brilliant. Do you see how that flank completely tied up all their resources and prevented any reinforcements coming directly from supply? That was exactly what we're doing. Look, and our unit's still alive, which surprises me greatly. In fact, they're doing exactly what I thought they might do, and they're killing all of the ranged units back there because the heroes are not paying attention to them. So, hey, great job, well done to the team. Everybody performed admirably there, so can't complain about that. Now, do we want bagpipes for support, or do we want Silhadars? I think we want the Silhadars, because we've got momentum at this point. We're capturing the point, which means that we've probably got kills going on. Yeah, we're dominant, so this is the right choice. Basically, we want to get over there and we want to zone out heroes. What is zoning out heroes? Zoning out heroes means creating a zone around you that heroes can't come into. And something like Silhadars is very good for that. Also mass muskets. Pavese crossbows do it very well. So we're going to wait for our unit. If we go in there unsupported, we may end up very well dying. Darn, we've been pushed back. So much for the zoning idea. We're being fed peasants again, that's fine, I'm okay with that. The Silhadars will deal with them very easily. And see all these heroes and units in here, these Palace Guard and stuff, they've already used their abilities. So if we push in, we know that most of their long cooldown abilities won't be available. Unfortunately, we didn't get the kill on that one, but we did do most of the work, and the spear's not going to be able to last long either. So we're going to keep them in the cover commander mode. We're going to keep pushing forward using our CC abilities. What's that? Green grape shot. That can't do anything to heavy units like this, or, you know, well, me being a longsword. I don't see, it might be a blue one, but it's a long way away. It's wrong point, wrong place set up. Dodge the grenade. Oh, look how quickly we do damage to him. I think the muskets behind us are helping us with the no hero zone. So people will be very, very reluctant to engage this unit. As you might imagine, it's a hell of a thing to be engaging Silhadars in close combat as a hero. So, oh, look at that! And we'll just let them continue on because they continue to proc their ability for several seconds after it triggers. And that's a win, boys and girls. So I guess today's episode is all about the tactics rather than all about the individual units. I think we did okay. We did 1.3 million damage and we took 2 million. That is a very good score. Look at all these ranged units that we killed. Hordes of peasants. But a kill's a kill. Silhadars got 50. Imperial Spear got 27. Fortebraccio did really well as well, killing a whole unit of, I think they were Shinjis. We only came in midway down the scoreboard, but hey, that's what it is when you play shield units. You just don't get the kills. Kesara, look at them all. I don't know how we killed so many Shinjis. It's got to have been the pikemen, right? Damn, this guy did as well. Okay, so there's a lot of dead enemy ranged units, and I guess that counted in our favour. Yeah. If they have too many ranged units out, they will lose. Simple as that. Anyway, boys and girls, I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for coming to my channel.